Hello and welcome to Recommended by a Friend. This is the show where I lure comedians in and then have the audacity to ask them to talk about someone else. And today, as you can see, I've got a cup of tea. He's got a cup of tea. His name is Michael Brunstrom, and he is the only river to ever perform in Edinburgh, the Human Lawyer.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, welcome. So we're actually here to talk about someone else, and I'm obviously dying to ask you questions about rivers and dancing with funnels, as I actually had to do when I saw your show last year.
Everyone has to.
Everyone has to. But let's talk a little bit about who you're recommending, and let's actually start by talking about who you're not recommending, who you considered but didn't make the cut.
Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, basically the whole premise of the series is absurd and wrong. The idea that you could pick out one show out of the dozens or hundreds, or you want to say something philosophical like, the one show I recommend is the one I would never even think of recommending. There's so many fantastic shows. I almost don't want to mention them, but because then there are hundreds more that you don't mention.
Yeah.
But I will.
Mention. Can you give us like 3 names?
Okay, I'm really looking forward to Marnie Godden's show.
Yes, and she's been recommended by Jos Norris,
Hooray.
so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, well that's all I'm going to say on the topic. See it.
Amazing. So tell me a bit, without revealing who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a bit about why you chose this person.
I chose this person because I saw their preview a couple of weeks ago. Saw it a couple of weeks ago, and it seemed like a finished show. It seemed like, and he himself was very, it's still work in progress, But it seemed to me like something you would see, jumps out of you when you only see it in the Fringe. It's like, oh my god, okay, that's a 5-star show. That's a bang. So it's instant hit.
So exciting, yeah.
That's going to be something people are going to be talking about, people are going to be writing about, and I want to get in there first.
Well, I guess let's get to it. Who are you recommending, and what's their show called?
It's a chap called Colin Leggo, and his show is called Leggoland. But the show is a story about his leg, because last year he became a below-the-knee amputee, and it's a story about him and his leg and his experiences losing his leg, his trouble he's had with his leg. And I think what stood out for me is actually what an upbeat and uplifting show it is. You came out feeling that this was a fantastic hour of fun.
And you know Colin fairly well.
Fairly well, yeah.
So, did you know he had this show in him?
Well, yeah, everyone has a show in them.
But did you know that it was going to be this show?
I didn't, no. While Colin was in hospital for a long time, and then he was out of hospital waiting for a bed. He was, and a lot of the show is about waiting to have something happen. So while he was waiting, he was very busy making things like making little YouTube clips and making YouTube things. While he was out of hospital, making clips about Cornwall.
Sorry, I can't help but giggle because I've seen some of them, so they're great.
Colin's Cornish material made the national press. It was very well received.
And then there's Grand Theft Cornwall and things like that.
Then there's the stories about how Grand Theft Cornwall was received by the Daily Mail.
Brilliant.
And so then when he was in hospital, he made a leg blog, which was a video leg blog about his experiences in hospital. So you could see this show developing. You could see the humour which he has in him all the time.
So tell me about your show this year. What's it called?
My show is called The Golden Age of Steam. It's going to be a series of interactive stunts and entertainments and slightly weird stuff. It's a show about reality. It's a show about what's real and what is artificial. And the idea of the nostalgia for a golden era in the past when everything was fine is yeah, it's almost pricking that. It's being ironic about that. There was no golden age. In fact, this is not a golden age either. We make up our present as we go along. We try and romanticize our present as much as we do our past. That's the philosophy around it. Though I don't want to overstress that because it involves a lot of ping pong balls and
amazing.
fair amount of dancing and hula hooping.
So if you like hula hooping, which I love, I'm actually quite good at hula hooping. If you like ping pong, I'm terrible at. But I'm sure Michael's much better. And if you like Steam, then you should absolutely go and see The Golden Age of Steam by Michael Brunstrom at Edinburgh this year. And of course, you have to go and see Leggoland by Colin Leggo. Because we're gonna Leggo... Okay, I think we should go now, but before we do, how can people follow you? I'm guessing you've got a Twitter account.
You can find me on Twitter at TheStroid, TheStroid, TheStroid.
And if my meanderings haven't been too hard on the ear, then you can find me at Get Frank. But until next time, bye.
Bye.